some floor. Okay, so looks like it will be online class for sure this week, maybe for 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, so nothing is known for sure. So for 1 or 2 weeks, it should be online. So with that in mind, what I am going to do is, of course, the unit, sorry, module one. Module one is no assignment or practicals, because as you have seen, it's all like this. I'm just scrolling up all the PPTs. So it's all like kind of theory only, some background, big data, basics, concepts, types, right? How big data handles handles large data in various layers. So it's all then benefits, advantages, then use cases, applications, and so on. So there is no assignment or hands-on part in module one, which works fine for us because we are doing online. But assuming we'll continue to do online classes for module two as well. So module two has will have a hands-on. So as you can see in the lesson plan, so I'll just go to the lesson plan first. So it's all about Hadoop, HDFS, HBase. Okay, so here it is. HDFS, Hadoop, MapReduce. Okay, so we'll do maybe one hands-on, which I'll have to do it online only. So maybe I'll give you time to do it online. Okay, then the other one will be an assignment, take-home assignment. Okay, so the assignment part will be available in this location. Okay, so I shared the BDA MTech website today. I thought I'd shared it before, or Girija ma'am, I thought she shared it, but and she has shared the BOS website earlier. Okay, and she, I think, has not created a link to BDA website from BOS website. That's what I found out today. So I thought I'll share the BDA website separately. So the idea was to link this BDA website along with other MTech course websites on BOS PG website, but that's not been done yet. So we don't want to wait till they do it. So you can start referring to this BDA MTech website directly. Okay. So under practical assignments, you will see assignment one. It's still not complete. I need to upload one more document. Okay. But if you, when you are free, because don't wait till a week or so, because I'll announce the due date, the submission date. Okay, so you don't have to wait even to do the installation steps. Okay, so whenever you're free, get it done. So as soon as I share the actual installation, not installation, sorry, the actual manual for the experiment or the assignment, right? Um, you can do the installation part and wait. And once I share the assignment details, then you can proceed and submit it as per the submission date. Okay, so the installation guide is given here. Okay, I'll go over it next time, because when I'm ready with assignment, I'll go over the installation part as well as the assignment part. Okay, this is like a pre-installation or pre-assignment doc. Okay, so I'm separating the installation part from the actual assignment. Once you have this installed and ready, right, when Hadoop is working and so on, then you will be able to do the assignment very quickly. All right, so anyway, the marks, 10 marks, right, carries for both installation as well as the assignment part. Okay, so I'll share all the details next time, so probably tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay, so that you will have a week to complete the installation and the assignment. Okay, installation takes longer time than assignment. Okay, so because there are a lot of steps involved. So we'll go over it tomorrow or Wednesday. Then what else? Yeah. So and those who want to start early, it's pretty straightforward. You just follow it. We have done many projects and many installations, so it should be straightforward. I have made sure that the steps are clear and it's like step by step instructions. Okay, so that is about the installation. I mean about the first assignment. Assignment 2 is still not ready. Okay, that's pointing to some document. Final assignment is still not ready. Okay, so just to avoid confusion, I will just make assignment 2 not ready yet. For the benefit of those who are not here or absent. Okay, that is the regarding the assignment part. Okay, then regarding the attendance. So, okay, I'll just publish this website so even if somebody clicks the other tabs, right, which are not ready, they won't get confused. Okay, let me reload. All right. So assignment 2, it's still not picking up, still not ready. Let's see assignment 1. Yeah, assignment 1 is ready. As I said, I will link the other document also. Okay. Along, I'll just, you probably append the assignment 1 at the end of this document. So let's have only one document instead of two documents. So here, the last line, right? The next steps will be done in class. So I thought we will have offline class, but I'll have to change it now. So I'll make it as a take home assignment. Okay. So I'll review this next time, but let me see why it's not picking up. Say now it's picked up. So coming soon, assignment 2, final assignment coming soon. Okay, looks good now. Now regarding the attendance, so now there is a register. So I will be taking attendance at the end of the class, whether it's online or offline. Okay, make sure you have sufficient attendance. I don't want you to get into trouble at the end. So, as I said in the beginning, those who are working full time, you are expected to attend the class because classes are higher priority, meeting attendance requirements higher priority than your job. So, if you that means you will have to find this 1 hour time in between your jobs and somehow join the class online. Okay, wherever you are, whether you are at work or at home or wherever you are, you have to take permission from your company and join this class. If you still have issues in attending the class, then you will have to talk to HOD and see what can be done. Okay, so I usually see like 13 to 15 students attending. So I really don't know what is happening to the remaining 5 students. There are about 20 students. So they will get into trouble later on if they don't have sufficient attendance. So make sure to attend the class. Okay. So I will take the attendance at the end of the class. So any questions till now, either about attendance or about assignment or about the course itself? Nothing. Okay. There is some background noise here. Some students are screaming. UG students with screaming. I hope it's not disturbing the class or disturbing you guys at the remote end. Okay. So it's actually disturbing me a little bit, but it's okay. They are going inside the exam hall now. All right. So we will continue with the lecture where I left off. Okay. So again, list of the topics in Unit 1. So I'll quickly finish because it's very theoretical basics, and like I said, it's about not just basics but challenges, then with big data analytics, advantages, all those stuff. So you can actually read all these things by yourself. So anyway, at least I need to give some explanation about certain things because you won't have enough information um, in the slides. So you won't know how much to read, what to read, and so on. Not what to read. What to read is in the slide, but you won't know how much to read, what is the scope, and so on. Okay. So for any doubt, you will have to look at the either you have to ask me or you have to read the explanation in the resources given. Okay, either it is an online resource or it is that black book, the first textbook. Okay, so or the second textbook. So till now, there is no need for you to use the second textbook till now. Okay, so what is that second textbook? Let's see, it's here. Yeah. So till now you will need this book, black book. Okay, which I said, which are available right now. It's available in the library as a reference book because there is only one copy available in the library, and I have the second copy. So it's available, still available as a reference copy. You have to talk to the librarian and get it or check it out if you want to. Anybody purchase this book? I told you to purchase it if possible. It's going to cost like 800 to 1000 rupees on either Amazon or Flipkart. It will be very useful for you later on, even for your future projects and so on. It's a good book. So if you're not purchased it, I encourage you to purchase it because there is just one reference copy in the library. Okay, it's a new book, and because it's a new syllabus, you will not find PDF or soft copy of this. So it's good to buy if you are interested. Otherwise, you have to somehow manage with the PPTs and the reference book that is available in the library. 1 second. Class ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಚಂದ್ರಕೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ 11:30 ಎಂಟು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಮಂಡೇ ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ ವೆನ್ಸ್ಡೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ರೂಮ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ Monday to Wednesday 10:40 to 11:30.
ಬಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್
ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಫೈನ್ ಸಮ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕಲಿಂದ ಕಷ್ಟ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. Okay, so the second book is we will start referring soon. I'll let you know. Okay, so otherwise, first textbook you can refer to it. All right. Okay, where is this? I stop. So I stopped with that use case where I explained about this is the one. You put it in slide more. Okay, hope you can see it. So I was explaining about the predictive analysis, a small block diagram showing how Amazon uses the predictive analytics for inventory and personalization. That is how they are good with not to just billing, but for marketing and for targeting customers, gathering customers' interests, and what they can recommend very personally or in a customized way to various customers about their products, about movies, and so on. Okay. Then I also gave an example about fraud detection using real-time analytics. So that was in a separate Word document. Okay. So probably I will put it under notes. So where you will find will see notes is here. We go to the website. Yeah, so you will see module 1 notes here. So I'll put that Word document here. Okay, then additional information as well. Right now it's not ready. It's not uploaded. So how does that or what does that Word document look like? Let me go to this notes. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the diagram I explained. So I'm not going to repeat it, just for those who were absent last time. So this will be available in the notes document. Then the other one is the fraud detection using real-time analytics. Okay, so the simple flow, how they access the records or real-time or whatever non-real-time records, and how they process and how they use different ML models and so on, along with the big data tools and so on. Then they generate alerts and all those things for any security issues, frauds detected, and so on. So I also gave you example about how banks use it and how they alert their customers in case if they detect any unusual transaction. So what do I mean by unusual? The unusual could be that very big transaction. Suddenly there is a large transaction, or there is some um, like what should I say, heavy traffic happening for a particular account or from a particular IP address, or from certain IP to a particular account, and or from many IP addresses to a particular account. So whatever it is, so some unusual traffic happening, or some heavy. It could be heavy traffic, heavy amount, high amount, all, and some unusual way of accessing the resource. So all those things will generate alert. Okay, healthcare. I will not give any example. You can look for it online, or the textbook also has. Okay, predicting patient readmissions, optimizing resources, and so on. You know what happens in the healthcare sector, in the hospitals, and so on. They all use cloud and software, some big data tools. Of course, not the hospital officials, but the companies which supply the software, okay, then applications to hospitals, and even to insurance companies, healthcare insurance companies, healthcare, not just healthcare insurance, sorry, other medical insurance plus automobile insurance, all those people use cloud, big data, okay, and which in turn will use some ML tools and so on. So you all know by now, you know the purpose of all these tools and software. Okay, so let's move on quickly. There is nothing much, nothing new to explain here. Trends we have already seen. Okay, it's a $1 billion industry now, with all kinds of data processing done on a large scale now. Okay, real time, non-real time, to improve even to improve the current tools, to improve the performance of the current tools, to for research purpose, then for market business, so many things. And another thing is, they see how to, especially Amazon, right, they see how to reduce the utilization of resources, so, or do more with less resource. So for that, they collect a lot of data, process it, and keep on improving the resource management part. Okay, all right. So market business driver, nothing new here. This is the fifth V, which I mentioned earlier, right? So we have seen volume, velocity, variety, and veracity. Value also, I mentioned it before itself, like turning data into business value. That's what many companies are doing, because ultimately they have to grow their revenue. They have to grow their business, they have to grow their revenue. So That is the ultimate goal. Okay. So all these things you can read it. So it's a $307 billion industry now. Okay. So apart from finance, healthcare, retail, manufacturing, telecom, everything is using big data analytics now, IoT, everything. Or you can think as if they're all integrated and working together. So what do I mean by all? Everything, big data, cloud, ML, IoT, okay? They all work together now. I mean, integrated, and they are used together for addressing various requirements in different industries or different uh, sectors of industries like healthcare, finance, manufacturing, and so on. Business drivers, nothing much to explain. Yeah, the detecting anomalies and fraud detection, predicting failures, all those things come under risk management. So there is another team, another company, maybe another company, set of companies, or another team within the company. They all do this risk management. Okay, they all use tools now, big data tools or ML tools, and so on. External drivers, we have already seen nothing much, nothing new here. Economic impact. So you just read about all these things. You have to know few things, and not just from exam point of view, but also for future projects. Okay, boost customer satisfaction, values, all those things. Apart from revenue, see, customer satisfaction also important. They can't just focus only on revenue growth and business growth and ignore customer satisfaction, which you all know, right? If customers are not satisfied, what they are going to do with that product, or with the company products, with a particular company or with particular product, and so on, they are going to junk it or ignore it. Okay, so how to improve customer satisfaction factor? They use a lot of all these analytics tools. Okay, healthcare challenges. Yeah, okay. What are the challenges? Now that's where you see a lot of demand for engineers who have experience or exposure in big data. Okay, if they have done some project in big data, if they're familiar with Hadoop, HDFS, Spark, then maybe other tools like Pig, Hive, which is all covered in this course, right? So you will get exposure to all these tools apart from the basics of big data, MapReduce. MapReduce you should know. So we will again revisit it in the hands-on also. So if you're either taken a course like this, which provides you some exposure to hands-on part, or if you have done some certification or some project through internship or whatever it is, you will have an upper edge. You'll be in demand. Okay, because there is shortage of skilled professionals. One second. All right. So that you keep it in mind. Even if your interest is in ML, if your interest is in security and so on, right? Your exposure to big data on cloud, right, will be very valuable. Okay, because whether it's cyber security or ML based project, they all have to use cloud and big data tools. If you are dealing with um, some dealing or working on project that provides solutions, end-to-end solutions to customers, or to even to business. Now B2B is also very popular. A lot of engineers work in that B2B projects. It's not just B2B customers always. Okay, B2C or B2C is business to customers or clients. B2B is business to business. So one business or company providing solution to another business, and then that business uses it for providing a different kind of solution or a solution at a different level to the customers. Okay, so you will have a lot of work. There is a lot of demand also. Okay, so challenges: data privacy, security concerns. Yeah, because the data is handled right by so many people at different layers, in different layers, at different levels. So there is a concern. Okay, and it goes through cloud. If it is public cloud, of course, there is a security concern to use public cloud. So all those issues, then the integration issues with legacy system. So whether big data can be adopted by the legacy system, legacy platform, software, application, whether it supports the new big data tools,
Good
or
morning,
whether,
Chris. Can you move?
sorry, I heard something. Did somebody say
You
something? Or somebody forgot to mute? Did somebody have any question? No. Okay. So all those issues are there. They have to migrate the legacy system to some new environment, new platform, or all those things. Okay. So even to move to cloud, you would have studied there are challenges in um, adopting cloud for legacy systems. Legacy systems will have old architecture, old design. They may not support some API. They may not support some tools and so on, or they may not support even certain databases. So there will be a lot of challenges. Okay, then high infrastructure and storage costs. That is true, right? Again, everything when you're dealing with massive volume of data, right? All these issues will come. Cost, infrastructure. Okay. Then performance, security, everything. All right. Emerging opportunities. Yeah, this I think I've mentioned it now and then. AI-driven analytics automation is done everywhere, right? Then edge computing, data mesh and architecture. So edge computing, you would have heard about it either in cloud or networking course. Okay, where large amount of processes are moved from core part of the network to edges. You can say edge routers or edge computers. For our purpose, we will use computers, not edge routers. Okay, so edge computing is basically the edge computers will that are closer to the clients that will do a lot of processing. So the central server is relieved from heavy workload. So the centralized server can do other things. Okay, then this data mesh architecture. So mesh architecture, like the literal word mesh, right? So they all will be computers will be connected in a mesh. Okay, and they all can be used. The resources can be shared for various computation, for a lot of parallel computation and so on. Okay, so at some point of time this part of the mesh can be utilized, another time this can be utilized, or a lot of these computers can be utilized in parallel depending upon the load and depending upon the parallel execution. Okay, self-service analytics, democratization, real-time data-driven. So something that can be done by the individual engineers, individual customers, and so on, rather than depending upon like big data platform provider. Depending upon some other provider or platform, they can kind of rent the resources and do a lot of things on their own. Okay, so rather than depending upon the environment and the tools, everything provided by the provider. Okay, so these are also becoming common these days, even on the cloud platform also. Okay, a lot of things are done um, in unmanaged way. Like they don't take managed service, or they don't subscribe to managed services. So they do a lot of customers, they do on their own. All they need is resource, and resources will be provided by the provider. That's it. Then they can use the resources in whatever manner they want. Okay, it is somewhat like using infrastructure as a provider rather than platform as a provider or service software as a provider. Okay, then real-time data-driven business model. So which we have seen. Future outlook, just read it. Conclusion, let's quickly skip through. Fraudulent, we have seen. Fraudulent analytics. So I've given you the example already. So some more details for you. There's also, it's all covered when I gave you those two examples. Okay. The fraud detection and predictive analytics by Amazon. See, all these NLP thing, these are all used for social media applications, Facebook, Twitter, they all use. They are, that's how they find out. They do that sentimental analysis. What do the users like? How many likes are there? How many posts they have posted? Which post they have liked? So they gather a lot of information on from social media. Okay, so Facebook, Twitter, all those companies and associated software, right? They all use NLP along with other tools. Data production, alerts, industry, benefits of big data, prevention, challenges. So just read it on your own, nothing much to explain. Don't ignore it from exam point of view. Okay, it's good to know, as well as some of it is required for the examination also, for the exam also. Okay, so so that concludes all the not just the basics, but also a little bit more than basics of big data analytics, and it concludes module 1. Okay, let's see the lesson plan. One quickly. Yeah, case study is there. It would have been good if we had offline class. Let's see, I'll keep it in pending for now, because once I finalize on assignment 2 and the final assignment, right? So I'll know how much marks I need to allocate for the case study. Okay. Otherwise, I'll just give case study as for you to just do it a take home. I'll see if there are any marks I have to be allotted for this. Once I finalize assignment 2 and final assignment. Okay. The first assignment is almost finalized. I'll share it in a day or two. Okay. So from module 2, it'll be more interesting because we'll dive into the big data, the practical aspects, the tools, the environment, and so on. As you can see here, right, it'll all be about all the industry standard tools and what the companies use for all the big data processing. Okay. So even module 3 also. Yeah, in fact, module 4 also. Module 4 is even more important. Spark. Okay. So up 2, 3, and 4 will be more interesting, more technical, and more hands-on. Okay, more practical topics. Module 5 be a little bit theoretical because it's all about reporting and visualization and so on. Okay, so hopefully we will have all the students joining, and hopefully we'll have the. We'll see how best. I don't kind of have to do it like a demo. I can't let you also run the steps in parallel, so it cannot be like in class hands-on part practicals. So that is the challenge. It's okay. We'll see how best to do. Maybe I'll do little bit of demo, and then I'll give it as an assignment and so on. So that's what we'll do. So we'll see how it goes for module 2. Okay, then we can fine tune it for module 3 and 4. Okay, any questions before I take the attendance? So I don't want to start module 2 now. I'll do it tomorrow. So I need you to answer. If you don't answer, I'll mark absent. Okay. So if you guys are on mute or you're having a network issue, audio issue, I can't help it. So at least let's see. I'll first take a screenshot. Yeah. Slow. I'll take a screenshot and then I'll take that attendance. Okay. Mm, wait, it's not scrolling. Okay.